All right, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to take some time to wish everyone happy Thanksgiving. Those of you who are in the United States, happy Thanksgiving. And just to go over briefly, since the market is going to be trading a little bit differently this week because of the holiday, just wanted to take some time to go over briefly and just to touch on a few things as it relates to the remainder of the trading week. All right, guys, let's just pray. God, thank you again for your blessing and for your goodness. Thank you again for your mercy. We ask that you will be with anyone watching this video. May we continue to be successful. May we continue to be patient. And thank you for your blessings that you have bestowed upon us this week. We love you. Thank you again. Amen. All right, guys. So just wanted to go over real quick. As you know, those of you who watch the videos this week will know, again, always 100% bullish on the US 30 and the NASDAQ 100. Okay, so real quick, let me look at what the market has been doing since week. So as you know, we started here on Monday, higher low, went up, it made a lower high, came back down, made a higher low, went up, made a high, then it made a higher low, higher high. Now it's at a higher low, okay? And the next move that you're expecting on this is definitely going to be a higher high as the market continues to work itself toward another all-time high. Now, a couple of things that you want to bear in mind as we look at the 2 hour here. Please bear in mind that the market is still stuck within that consolidation that it started 2 weeks ago and ended last week, Friday. Market is still stuck within these two ranges. This is the high, this is the low for the past 3 weeks. Okay, so what will happen is that the market will continue and it can continue to consolidate in between these zones before breaking towards another all-time high. The other thing that you want to pay attention to is the fact that although the weekly has suffered some amount of rejection last week, as you can see with how it's trading this week, okay, bear in mind the possibility does exist that the market can come down to create another higher low, which is required. It can create another higher low by breaking these levels right here to create this higher low, or it can actually continue to go up to create another all-time high before retracing again. And in this point, it would actually create a higher low, which is higher than this level that we're expecting right here. All right. So that is why it is important that you always hear me say it, and I've always stressed it over the weeks. You always take your trades from your higher lows. You take your higher lows once you get them. So for example, let's look at what's going on here in the market. For example, in the last 24 hours, okay, this is what the market has been doing in the last 24 hours. See all this consolidation right here? This is the zone. This was the highest point that it made at about 6:45 yesterday. And this is the lowest point it made this morning at around 5 o'clock. Okay. Everything else has been happening in between these two levels. Now, if you see a break coming here to confirm this point here at 5 o'clock, you know the higher lows are still valid. Okay. And then from here, once you see price coming and breaking this high that was created at 6:45 p.m. yesterday, once you see price coming and breaking this level, then you know that the market is actually going to continue towards that higher high. How do we know this and where do we get that from? Well, if you look at your 2 hour time frame, this higher low was created at 5 a.m. this morning. Okay, so you notice price has been consolidating since 5 a.m. between this low right here and this higher point, excuse me, on this higher point, this previous higher point that was created at 3 a.m. And of course, the highest point that was created at 6:45 p.m. last night. All right. So the important thing to remember is that once you look at your smaller time frames, you'll see that there's some level of consolidation right here. All right. Now, today being a shortened trading day, the market is should be getting ready to close. I think it should be closing today at about 1 p.m. Eastern time. So don't expect much activities. However, what I really wanted to show you in this video is the fact of how it's important to always trade your trend. Okay. Remember, I say to you, you take your largest higher low. So for example, looking back at this week on the 1 hour, here we go. The first one, the second one, the third one. The fourth one, which was at 5 a.m. this morning, if you took this one, you'd still be in profit right now. Okay. If you took the one yesterday, you'd still be in profit right now. Even with all this consolidation that has been happening over the past close to 24 hours, you're still in profit if you took the one from the previous day. If you took the one from the previous day and the one from the previous day, you are in profit up until now. So it's important that you continue taking your higher lows. The reason is, even after periods of consolidation, like we see here, when the market decides to break towards the upside, you have some minor consolidation here again, creates another higher low, takes off. It goes to another higher high. Well, guess what? The pattern is really clear. Consolidation, retracement, consolidation, retracement. Guess what? If it comes down, retest right here, perfect. It's definitely going to break this higher high that was created yesterday. All right. So the important thing to remember, guys, is continuing to be consistent and trading your trend at all times. Don't be confused by the fact that the market consolidates or goes sideways, as people like to say. Okay, that's not a sign that the market is actually changing direction. It's consolidating, retracing, building momentum, gathering volume towards the next all-time high and towards breaking the previous high. So if you notice, again, every single high that the NASDAQ made will be broken. All right. Don't know how much more to say that. So this is not really going to be a long video. As I mentioned to you, I just wanted to come on just to point out that fact to you. So again, here we are. All of what happened in the last 24 hours was just consolidation. This was the high, this was the low of the previous day. Everything happened in between the high and the low, the last high and the last low. Consolidation. So it makes a series of highs and lows even within the consolidated range. And the point that I want to stress, I've said this in videos in the past. Every day that the market is open, when people say the market goes sideways, when people say the market doesn't do much, it still makes highs and lows. Every single day the market is open, it makes highs and lows. It may not make a high on your larger time frame, but on the smaller time frames, you will see those highs and lows very vividly. And that is why, some people say that the market, is going sideways, it's not doing much. In those times when the market is not doing much, if you took your trend move from the day before, guess what? You'd still be in profit. Even when the market is going up and down, you'd still be in profit because you came in on your largest higher low. Okay. So as it stands right now, I'm looking at this level here from 5:30 this morning. So far, it seems to be respecting that level. Let's check number of the time frames. Yeah, there may be a retracement coming right here to create this low on the half-hour time frame before we actually see the move continuing up. That may happen. If it doesn't, then of course your higher low from 5 o'clock this morning would be valid, and of course the move would continue. Looking at the 45 minute, 45 minutes is still at a higher low. Your 50 minutes still at a higher low. Your 1 hour still at a higher low. Your 2 hour still at a higher low. So as of now, as of 5 o'clock this morning, this higher low is currently your largest higher low, and it seems to be the one that is going to take the market to the next phase of its growth towards another all-time high. So don't want to make this video too long, guys. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much. You can actually have my turkey because I'm not a big fan of turkey. I'll be eating other things. But enjoy your Thanksgiving. I'll see you next time. And again, happy trading. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.